Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there, wherever you are, around the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Wednesday morning. And hey guys, Chelsea fans, well, I am still trying to recover. And very soon I'll be strong. I believe that very soon my voice will be fully cleared. Yeah, it's getting better. But quickly, what is in the news? Before I get to the transfer market, the players, Chelsea players, the entire squad, they are now on a holiday. Yeah, the players that partook in the Club World Cup, they are all on a holiday. 3 weeks holidays. And ladies and gentlemen, the pictures from the holidays are beginning to pop up. We've been following keenly. Now, we've just noticed that Cole Palmer posted this on his IG. Yes, this is coming from Cole Palmer on his IG. That is Cole Palmer for you there on his IG. St. Kittens and Neves. Cole Palmer is in the Caribbean, in his hometown. Oh yes, the forefathers of Cole Palmer came from the Caribbean. You doubt it, I'm going to be giving you more information soon. Cole Palmer on his IG, holiday time for the players. That is the first picture that I have for you. And I am just about to give you more. You want to see more? Let's go. You see, many people saw this picture and they thought, Cole Palmer is in Africa. So why does this look like a town in Africa? But hey, it is not Africa. It is St. Kittens and Nevis. That is where Cole Palmer is right now having a holiday. We understand Cole Palmer's grandfather. Cole Palmer's grandfather came from the Caribbean. Right? Now, his grandfather from Caribbean, his father was a mixed race. That means that his grandfather married a white. So his father was a mixed race. Then, his father now married to a white lady, a British lady. That is why Cole Palmer is white. But the root of Cole Palmer is St. Kittens. Yes, and Nevis. That is where he is coming from. And I'll give you more pictures from his holiday tour quickly before we continue. I'll give you more pictures on that before we go to some transfer news, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Before we go to, where is it? I want to show you, yeah. It's true. Cole Palmer's grandfather is from St. Kittens and Nevis. And Palmer recently visited his ancestral homeland to celebrate his heritage, yeah. Right now as we speak, he's there right once again. His grandfather is black. His father is mixed and his mother is white. That is how come. So ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, Cole Palmer is right there in St. Kittens. And the pictures you can see on the screen. The president, Cole Palmer met with the president of St. Kittens and Nevis, Terence Drew, following his Club World Cup win, and was presented with the national team jersey. He was being given, as you can see the picture there, that is the president of St. Kittens and Nevis, presenting their national team jersey to Cole Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, now this next picture is Cole Palmer with some school children. Yeah, Cole Palmer with some school children right there, you can see on your screen. So Cole Palmer is back to his hometown where he has been, or where he actually, the lineage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now let's go to some other news that are equally important to us on this channel, right? Okay. We understand. Next Club World Cup 2029, Chelsea will not qualify automatically for being a champion. That is not how it works anymore. No automatic qualification for the current winner, the winner of the trophy. The winner of the trophy will still have to go through the process, accumulate points. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Chelsea must either qualify through winning the Champions League or Europa League over the next 3 seasons, or build a very good coefficient. This coefficient building is where many don't get, and I'll use 1 minute 30 seconds to explain this. Coefficient building simply means that you have to play well, and it's 1 point for a win in a Champions League participation. 1 point for a win in a Champions League participation. Clubs receive points for participating in the league phase. In the league phase of the Champions League and advancing through knockout rounds. Wins and draws. In the knockout rounds, a win or a draw could earn a club 2 points. 2 points for a win in a knockout round and 1 point for a draw in a league phase and a knockout round. So once you are in the knockout round, you are sure of getting 2 points. League phase, you get 1 point. As we speak, so some clubs have already accumulated enough points and they have already qualified for the next 2029 Club World Cup. But before I move on to that, Bayern Munich participated in the last just ended Club World Cup because they qualified through coefficients. They qualified through coefficients by accumulation of points consistently in the Champions League knockout stage consistently. But that is how they qualified. And that is why Arsenal and Liverpool and Man City, they did not qualify. But next one, the next Club World Cup, we are likely to see both Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City in the next one. Because Man City won it and Liverpool also won it. I mean, they accumulated enough points. So next 2029, we are likely to see both Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City in Club World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we are getting it right there, because Man City won the Champions League last 2 seasons, right? Great. So they are likely to be, and they've been in the quarterfinals consistently for some time. Likewise, Liverpool and Arsenal, they've accumulated enough points, so they are likely to qualify for the next stage, the next Club World Cup in 2029. And hopefully, Chelsea, by winning it now, though the winning did not qualify us, we anticipate that Chelsea, accumulate enough points by that time, by 2029, and go through it. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, PSG is one of the teams that have already qualified for the 2029 Club World Cup. PSG are one of the teams that have already qualified. Now, let me just give you some information here. Defending champions did not qualify, but PSG has qualified because they won the Champions League, all right? And then they have accumulated points also. Okay. Unfortunately, for Chelsea, we will have to go through it. The automatic qualified teams will be the host in the World Cup, main World Cup coming up in 2026. In the normal World Cup play, once you are a host of the World Cup, you qualify automatically. In the Club World Cup, the same thing. If you are the host, that is why Inter Miami qualified. Because the host nation, when they considered it all, they will have to give the host nation a slot. And that is how come Inter Miami got into the Club World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, they still haven't chosen where it will be held yet. The next one. The next Club World Cup is not yet, the host nation is not yet announced. But Spain, Brazil, Qatar, and US have all inquired about it. Spain, Brazil, Qatar, and US, they have all made inquiries again. US made inquiry, want to rehost it again. Spain are interested, Brazil are interested, Qatar are interested. So it could be any of these countries next 4 years to host it. Now, more clubs that have already qualified. Al Ahly have already qualified from the AFC, the Asian region. Al Ahly had already qualified for the next Club World Cup. Cruz Azul from CONCACAF have already qualified for the next Club World Cup. Pyramids from CAF, that's from Egypt. Pyramid from CAF have already qualified. So now we have PSG, Al Ahly from AFC, that's Asian region, Cruz Azul from CONCACAF, then Pyramid from Africa, CAF. These are the 4 teams that have qualified for the next Club World Cup so far. They have already qualified automatically. So now we have about 28 teams more out of the 32. 28 teams more are yet to qualify for the next Club World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. I hope I've educated you this morning clearly. Yeah, I believe that my voice is quite good enough for you to understand it. So that leaves 28 spots remaining for the rest of the teams to fight for. Now, this just ended Club World Cup. Chelsea players, each Chelsea player that partook in this Club World Cup, that Chelsea won the trophy, each player are in line to earn bonuses of around £350,000 for winning the Club World Cup. Every Chelsea player is receiving £350,000 as a winning bonus for the Club World Cup. I've heard many asking questions. What about Noni Madueke? Noni Madueke, is he qualified to receive it? He left before the tournament was won. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the rules, Noni Madueke is registered as part of the squad, and so he's entitled to the winning bonuses and the medal, the winning medal. Well, he left camp. He rejected the club, but hey, he's with Arsenal right now. But hey, he's getting the winning bonus and he's getting the medal, the winning gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, what else do you want to know? It is your breakfast, and I'll not be taking much time. But quickly, before I let you guys go, some transfer news. Mike Pender's deal done and set to be sealed as Chelsea goalkeeper will join Strasbourg on loan. Agreement in place for next season, while Chelsea see Penders as top talent for the future. Chelsea's goalkeeper Mike Penders to Strasbourg on full season long loan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Full season long loan that has been sealed. Manchester United are monitoring the situation of Nicholas Jackson as he weighs up his future after Chelsea's summer spending spree, which included the acquisition of strikers Liam Delap and Joao Pedro. Well, if the player wants to go, but Chelsea are not pushing him out, we understand Chelsea want the player to stay. But if there's any good and available club with good money, Chelsea had already set their price, 100 million, and we understand Manchester United and many other clubs in England and outside England are interested in Nicholas Jackson right now. The player will have to make a decision whether to stay or go away. Some time back, he said that he's ready to fight for his position. I don't think Jackson, unless of course he's no longer happy, unless of course he make up his mind that I want to go. But hey, boy, I would advise you to stay and fight for your position. I would advise you to stay and fight for your position. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. What else? It is your breakfast. Let me just end it here. And I'll be back later in the afternoon with more exclusives. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.